How long have you been in Toastmasters, and why do you want to serve as Program Quality Director? How long have you been in Toastmasters, and why do you want to serve as Program Quality Director?
I've been in Toastmasters 8 years. I belong to 3 physical clubs and 1 virtual club. The reason I'm seeking the Program Quality Director position is because it's the next step in my journey in Toastmasters, as outlined by the Toastmasters themselves. They say that if you do the area director, you do the division director, and you do the club growth director, you should be looking to get additional competencies and skills by doing the program quality director. That's where I'm at. Thank you.
What are the core values of Toastmasters? What does the value of respect mean to you? What are the core values of Toastmasters? What does the value of respect mean to you?
Thank you very much for that question. The core values are the 4 cores of Toastmasters. That's integrity, respect, service, and excellence. And what does it mean to me? It means deeply to me to uphold those qualities, to be true to the ideals of integrity and service, to be a servant leader. Those are what it means to me. Thank you.
Please explain your understanding of the fiduciary responsibility of a district leader and how your experience relates. Please explain your understanding of the fiduciary responsibility of a district leader and how your experience relates.
My experience has been 1 year as a district leader serving as club growth director. The issue of fiduciary responsibility is really just elevated beyond where it starts. In other words, every club officer has a fiduciary responsibility to the members. Every area director, division director, and every officer of the district. The district has a larger budget. They have more people. They have more clubs that are looking at you. And you have to be a faithful servant to those objectives. You have to be mindful of the money that's being collected on behalf of the membership, spend it wisely, be correct in terms of your accounting for that money, and be respectful of the time of the other members that are involved at the district level and the other leaders. Thank you.
The world as we know it has changed due to COVID-19. How will you motivate members to achieve their goals in pathways? The world as we know it has changed due to COVID-19. How will you motivate members to achieve their goals in pathways?
I believe that the basic premise that Ralph Smedley set out in 1924 has not changed. What we're looking to is to provide an organization that has the ability to help people build confidence, communication skills, leadership skills, and these things are created through a curriculum that have been put in place since 1924. Study after study shows that many people get their leadership building skills from Toastmasters, that they have an inner core desire to be better than they are now. They want to be able to speak in front of others. They want to be able to communicate persuasively for their points of view and passion. And that really hasn't changed since 1924. What would I do? Try to make a personal connection with each member as what is it that they want. For some people, going to a club, all they want is to feel confident when they stand up in front of a group or in front of a camera. They don't want to pass out when asked to speak in front of others. Other people want to get the academic achievements of the Pathways program. Therefore, it's incumbent upon each of the leaders to help identify what is it that the individual member joined for. And in exploring that issue, they would hope that they would hopefully make the right decisions in terms of helping those individuals make those decisions.
The legacy programs ends June 30th. How will you assist clubs with transitioning to the pathways based on your experience? The legacy program ends in June 30th. How will you assist clubs with transitioning to pathways based on your experience?
The first thing I would do is to recognize that unless you're in the legacy program, let me restart on that. We were the last district in the region to go into pathways, Region 8. Therefore, over the last 2 years, we've been teaching pathways through a system of ambassadors, through guides, and through every TLI and additional issues at the club. So we've been exposing our members to the new Pathways program. What I would say is that as we transition to Pathways only, it's to let every member know that moving forward, this is what we're going to be doing as an organization. The benefit of going last is that there have been the entire world having done now what we're about to do. They've ended their program and they're moving into a pathways only environment. Therefore, it is in our best interest to let our wisdom be governed by how other districts dealt with that issue. I was reading one district in Australia, for example. They're advocating having individual pathways experts be assigned to each club to help each club achieve pathways 100%. I was looking at the pathway acknowledgement issue today, and it shows that we have a range of from 30% in a club going into pathways to 100%. What we can do now that Toastmasters has put out the numbers is we can focus in on clubs that need the help, because now we know what's going on. We have the numbers. Thank you.
How will you ensure quality leader and district leader training? How will you ensure quality leader and district leader training?
To ensure quality leader and district leader training starts with the basics of the books. You have the district leadership book, you have the club leadership books, you have other manuals that focus in on what is it that we should be teaching to our leadership. It is important that we have a standard base for all of our leaders to go through. It has the same information and we're sharing it with everybody. And we're sharing our experiences. Some people have been in Toastmasters for more than a decade. Others have been involved only a few months. What we need to do as the clubs make their decision as to who their leadership will be is to determine how can we best serve them. As we're moving to an electronic world with COVID-19, we're going to be going into a situation where more people are going to be going online to learn. This will have both positive opportunities and negative opportunities. Thank you.
The District Executive Committee truly works as a cohesive unit. How will you react to those whose opinions are different than your own? The District Executive Committee truly works as a cohesive unit. How will you react to those whose opinions are different than your own?
Excellent question. Our organization, our teachings talk about development of teams, listening to what everybody has to say. It really comes from, for those of you who are Star Trek fans, it comes from James Kirk listening to all of his crew. When there was a discussion, different people had different viewpoints, he brought them into the conference room and they went around the room to determine what each person was thinking and why they wanted to justify that position. In the end, Picard made his decision, but there was an open discussion from everybody